God, I ain't prayed in a minute, ain't really been missing it. Just mumbling dead words at you, hoping you ain't really listening. Ain't no saint hiding secrets, living these streets and shit. Ain't been right, lifting these hands, throwing bare knuckle fists. Should've lost my left hand before I catch a knife. Trying to hold on to mercy, but my grip won't drop the Glock. Guilt crushing my chest, regret owning my name. Swear I'll pull the fucking trigger, make tomorrow fade away. Told my mama I'd change, man, just another lie. Another excuse to push her away, now she ain't even alive. Swore to God I'd be better, but that vow was my downfall. The more I tried to climb, the harder I would fall. It's hard to grip this Bible, hands shaking from the rush. Chasing codeine highs, the kid inside's fading to dust. Ain't no gospel can save me, I earn that hell, I must. This cross I wear, man, it's heavy as hell. A symbol on my chest, but it ain't breaking myself. Chained by my choices, can't do nothing else. Yeah, what verses I ain't twisted, what truth I ain't sold. Drunk off my own lies, snorting scripture just to cope. I front like I'm strong, man, that's a fucking lie. I'm a coward, man, I deserve to die. I've been smashing all these mirrors, can't stand to see the proof. Wasting every breath you gave, and that's the fucking truth. And I swear I wanna change, but the dope's in my bag. Swear I wanna get clean, but these demons won't step back. You will lash for every time I robbed and broke a heart. Every soul I led astray, every lie I chose to start. Another thorn in your crown, for the dirt I tried to hide. You let them tear your back wide open just to wash the blood off mine. Every punch I threw in anger, every high I had to chase. You took the lashes in my place while I turned away in hate. The whip came down for every vow I broke without regret. The hammer dropped for every friend I stabbed and left for dead. You bore the weight of every secret, every sin I tried to minimize, and still you stretched your hands out wide. God, you should've took my life. They mocked you like I used to do, crowned you king with twisted thorns, the way I bowed to nothing true. While I cursed your name for pleasure, wasted every breath you gave. You used yours to whisper, son, I took your place. It wasn't just my sins you bore, it was every evil hand that stole children, raped mothers, left blood upon the land. It was those who built the gallows, those who killed and called it right. It was kings who sold the helpless, starving children in the night. It was famine, it was slaughter, greed that crushed the weak. Men who spoke your name while they let wolves devour sheep. It was sickness that spread, it was war that loved the blade. Power feeding power while the innocent got played. Every scream, every hunger, every child left to die. Everybody back forgotten, every orphan's broken cry. Every hand that pulled the trigger, every war waged in vain. You took it all, you bore it all, and still you took the blame. And yet you let them let me pierce you, let the wicked have their way, just to whisper through the madness. Son, I took your place. I was laying in my vomit, sweat cold shaking out my sins. Gun in one hand, bottle in the other, wishing life would end. Couldn't find no reason, couldn't fake another smile. So I screamed into the darkness, if you're real, just stay a while. And silence was my answer, but somehow I still breathe. Felt the weight begin to lift, as if the shame itself believed. You didn't break the bottle or pull the gun away. You just sat there in the wreckage and loved me anyway. God, I don't deserve this grace you given. I should've burned inside the flames. I made my bed inside the darkness. Still you call me by my name. Took my hands still dripping crimson, washed them clean beneath the flood. Met me standing at my gravestone, said it's covered in my blood. I ain't perfect, I ain't holy, but my knees hit solid ground. And if I fall 100 more times, I know you'll still be around. I ain't gotta be the strongest, ain't gotta fake like I'm alright. Cause you don't love me for my victories, you just love me back to life. I see the sunrise through the wreckage, feel the warmth inside my bones. Ain't no chains that still can hold me. I hear you whisper, son, come home. And I ain't running no more circles, ain't no debt I gotta pay. You took my cross, you took my sentence, left a stone and